Claude skills are absolutely game-changing. But everyone asks the same thing. How do I actually build these skills fast? Creating skills from scratch takes hours. Research, coding, testing. What if you could let Claude Code build them for you in minutes instead? That's what I'm showing you today. I built a meta skill called Skills Factory. It creates skills for you. In this video, I show you live how fast, easy, and super powerful it is. I'm building an image prompt generator skill live. This turns any ID into a perfect prompt for Midjourney, Nano or ChatGPT image generation. And if you want this meta skill plus the image prompt skill, you can use right array in Claude or Claude Code. You can get both in CCGG or community. Members get also dozens of custom GPTs and Claude skills we use to implement sales, content creation, marketing, and grow our businesses. Link is in the description. All right, let me show you how it works. Real process, messy parts included. So I'm in Claude Code in my CCGG business operations, and here the goal is to use the meta skill I've created, which is called Skill Factories, that creates skills inside Claude Code or inside Claude. So let's roll.
Here I am literally doing a brain dump. I am explaining what I want to do with the skills, the different workflows I have in mind, different use case scenario, what kind of inputs, what kind of cool stuff I would like to be able to do. It's really disorganized. It's just me speaking with the AI. And so it's a bit boring. And since I respect your time, I've speed up this part. But just the key point here is that it's me freestyling. It's so easy. I just give all the idea I have about what I want to do with the skills. And that's super cool because it reduces the friction a lot. And you can see you don't need to be super good at prompt or whatever. Be natural, just tell what you want.
Let's go. So here, step one, I want to be sure that Claude Code understands what I want. And so it's because I just brain dump what I had in mind in an unstructured manner. So let's structure that. So these are the requirements, and the requirements are on point. It understood the primary purpose, which is this one, and then the core capabilities, different scenario of creating images and needing some prompt to create images, the necessity making some research, some different models I may use, and to the requirement of adapting the way we prompt according to the model. There are some mistakes here, like for instance, it's not Nando, but that's because I'm using voice when I'm interacting, and my accent make it so, as you can notice, I'm French, and so my accent make it not that easy for the AI to understand what I'm saying and to transcript it properly. So I would just correct that, but hey, that's good. Yeah, iterative process refinement, which I mentioned, and then the way we will work. So the workflow structure, which is iterative. Okay, when these skills will generate prompt, the process of generating the prompt will be iterative. It will give me a prompt, I will test it, and maybe it's good, maybe it's not, and so I can give feedback, and it can refine. The skill can be used to refine the prompt as well, which is cool. Some technical requirements, and here it mentions elements I gave it initially, and then primary use cases, understanding why I want to use these skills, in what context I will use the skills, and so that's it, content and social media, visual, etc. Now it's asking me confirmation because here we want to be aligned. And what I will do most likely, I will shift into plan mode inside Claude Code. Plan mode is a mode during Claude Code during which Claude Code won't execute anything. It will just understand context, understand requirements, and then plan the course of action to achieve the results, right? Okay, let me answer the confirmation question. First and foremost, it's not Nando banana, it's Nano banana. It's the latest Google image generation model. Make some research if need be, but it's quite famous, so you should find. In terms of model priority, most likely I use Midjourney, OpenAI. It's not DALL-E, by the way, it's just the new ChatGPT image generation model I'm using, and Nano banana. These are the three I'm using. In terms of research scope, yes, you must research prompt engineering best practices now, during the skill creation. Why? Because I don't want the skill to look for the best prompt engineering practices for image creation each time the skill is used. Doesn't make sense, right? What we will do with time, we may improve the skill, but this is something I will do in a separate manner. I will use Skill Factory to iterate on the skill itself, but when I'm using the image creation skill, I don't want it to make some research about the latest technique. Except, of course, if I say so. But that's not the normal and usual way of using this skill, right? Output format. Yes, I want the final prompt ready to copy paste. of course. And then if some parameters of setting relating to the model are necessary, you mention them as well as the output of the skill. Skill name, I like image prompt generator is good one. Of course, apply the best guideline to generate skill name and ensure that the skill name match these guidelines, right? And I confirm this summary accurately capture my requirement. I'm in plan mode here, you can see here. Honestly, I'm not sure it's necessary, but still, I want to test this and see where it goes. So let's go. By the way, I was kind of in plan mode already because the way I prompted initially was, hey, this is my brain dump. Now, confirm you have understood, which means structure what I told you and then start making some sort of plan so that I can validate alignment. But here I'm enforcing plan mode. So here it's just confirming what I just give it feedback and it's okay, it's on point. Now it's interesting. We will see the implementation plan. Phase 1 is research. Phase 2 is skill architecture. And phase 3 is skill creation. And it will deploy it globally on my computer in this folder. Since we are in plan mode, it will always ask some question to be sure that we are aligned and to start before starting execution. Answer to text in image priority. No, don't always ask. The skill won't always ask. I will mention it if there is any headline, subheadline, or text on the image. About ID generation. Yes, when I'm not clear about what I want, the skill must generate 3 to 5 visual concept options based on context and what inputs I've feed it with. Validation, yes, of course, the skill should validate prompts against non-model limitations if I mention the model as an input. Okay, so now we are fully aligned. The skill creation process can start. So it's starting by doing some web search, and you can see it's starting with Midjourney, OpenAI, ChatGPT image generation, Google Imagen 3. Let me make a quick research about this. Is Imagen 3 the latest image generation model by Google, and is it the same as Nano Banana? Imagen 3 is not Nano Banana. Okay, so we will put that in there. I will say yes, but some precision. Okay, so here I'm feeding it with the perplexity research we just made to go faster. And here I'm stacking messages, which means Claude Code is doing this web search. It's making some mistake with Imagen 3. And so I'm just loading the next message so that it can execute it right before proceeding with the next step. Like here you can see it has taken into account the clarification, it's doing additional web search. So web search is done, now it's completing the implementation plan. And so it changed the models that we will use, these are this one. And of course in the future I can just use the very same skill factory to update this AI image generation skill with new models and new guidelines. And Claude Code will do it for me automatically. And so now the implementation step, using the skill factory skills to create the image generation skill, having the research accessible to the skill, design the skill workflow, the process that the image generation skill will go through when I need to have it create a image prompt, and the creation of the skill.md file, which is the core file of any skill in Claude and Claude Code, and then implement validation logic, test deploy, and that's it. And so we have no runtime research that we mentioned before. We don't do research while we're using the image generation skills, but there's specific adaptation. This is a requirement as well. Copy paste ready output, which is the prompt, one or several formatted prompt for the right model to generate the image we agreed on, and iterative refinement support. And so we auto accept, and that's it. So it creates a to-do list. That's the way Claude Code works, and it's using the right skill. So you can see here, it's calling the skill factory skill here. The to-dos will be create the image prompt generator skills using skill factory, put the research in the skill, design and implement the skill workflow, create comprehensive skill.md with documentation, implement validation logic for model limitation, test and deploy in the right .claude/skills/skill name folder. Calling the skill factory, which will be used automatically by Claude Code to create the image generation skill the right way. And so it starts by creating the skill structure. And we say yes to that, of course. So now it's creating the skill.d file and actually focusing on the metadata first. So the name, the description that needs to be done, and that will be the description. And then overviews and so on, which are future content for the skill.md file. Okay, so we're almost there. Now it's just about testing and deploying the skill to the right folder on my system after it has finished embedding the research best practices inside the skill package. And ta-da, that's it. We have the image prompt generator skills that is created. It's in this folder here. And so this is what it builds. Core skill, skill.md file. And this is what is in the body of the file. Some technical information about each model. For Midjourney, there seems to be some parameter reference, some prompt formula according to use cases, etc. Interesting information here that the skill has access to create good image prompt, or prompt for image generation, should I say. Since the skill must also help me refine the prompt based on initial image generation, it has some refinement strategies referenced here, which makes sense. So that's interesting. You can see composition problem, lighting issues, style problems, text rendering failure, color, mood mismatches. This is super relevant. Imagine back in the day, and I'm pretty sure that it's still the case, you have people selling you or giving you for free sometimes prompts, templates to generate image. Can you see how old-fashioned this is? Irrelevant when you have such powerful tools as skills inside Claude and Claude Code. That's just mind-blowing. So we have the research base, the best practices for the 3 models. And once again, with the meta skill of creating skills inside Claude and Claude Code, I can update this skill very easily based on new models, new techniques like 2026 best practices, for instance, or even based on my own experience. Maybe I will work with the skills and I will find that, hey, it would be cool to do XYZ or to improve that or to improve this. And then I can just tell that to Claude Code and it will use the skill factory to suggest improvement of the skills, of the image generation skill. That's super powerful. Now, how to use the skills? That's a skill inside Claude or Claude Code. So I can just ask to generate an image prompt and give some description. I can specify the model if I want. I can give an image. If I need to refine, I can give feedback about the image that has been generated. Claude can analyze issues. I can provide example images. Claude will analyze and reverse engineer the prompt based on the image. Like, that's super powerful. You can see it's version 1, so it's open for refinement. And so validation is okay. We have 2 optional suggestions. And that's it. We have our skills that is not available across all my projects in Claude Code. So now it's just about testing and we're good to go. Amazing. Let's test the skill. Let's open a new Claude Code session and I will maybe create a thumbnail for a LinkedIn post, like this LinkedIn post. Hey, here is a LinkedIn post. I have no idea what could be a good thumbnail or creative for it. So I need your help to create a good creative for it and to create the image prompt for it. Here is the LinkedIn post. So it will help me create the compelling creative concept, blah, 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 visual strategy. Okay, so it's relevant to the context of the post. It suggests a split screen or layered visual showing, surface level, deep level, right? And now it's calling the new skills we've just created. And so it will use the skill to create the image prompt. So you can see here it has read the metadata of the skill.md file. So it understands the skill capabilities and then it can execute it. So iceberg architecture, split reality. And so now it's asking what model I'm using. And I will say, I will test with the 3 models. So do prompts optimized for each one of these models. And you can see also it asking me if I need any text overlay. Yes, I do. You will put Claude Skill, the breakthrough everyone is underestimating. Maybe find a better headline, something that is simpler, more relatable, shorter as well, but conveying the same idea. So it's suggesting some headline, which is out of the scope of this skill, this specific skill, the image prompt generator skill. But anyways, we still have Claude Code behind the scenes, so we can work on this. And by the way, here I could have a sub-agent specialized in headline, or I could have a skill to create sub-headline. Headline, sub-headline. And actually the first one is okay. And now I have my optimized prompt for Midjourney and the Midjourney parameters here. That's correct. There is a critical note here. Midjourney has weak text rendering, which is true, unfortunately. So most likely we won't put the headline here. We'll add the headline in Canva or whatever software. Yeah, that's exactly what he's recommending here. Yes, we will add it in Canva and Photoshop. Okay, this guy thinks like me. For ChatGPT, so we have another prompt here. For ChatGPT, the text as line is there. Pillar labels. Advantages, it can do, GPT-4o can do text rendering, which is true. So I can copy paste directly in ChatGPT and Nano banana. Same text rendering is good. Iterative refinement workflow, blah, 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 blah. Generate an image, review, refine. Okay. Okay, so now let's test it. Midjourney is not the right one. Anyway, we'll test the 3 of them. So we have Midjourney, ChatGPT, Gemini. Let's try. We'll take the prompt. So the first one for Midjourney. Okay, let's go. Okay, Gemini is the first. I like this to be a bit bigger, but yeah, that's cool. Midjourney is there. That's a cool one. as well. Not enough room to put an headline here, but that could use the image in Canva. And finally, we have ChatGPT. It hasn't respected the aspect ratio, but that's usual. I can just generate again. It would be good. Okay. Working fine. That's good quality image that would match my post, so I'm quite happy. So now each time I need to generate image for thumbnails, creatives or whatever, I will use these skills in Claude Code to have the right prompt, get inspiration or refine images already created. That's pretty cool, right?